In this video, I want to explain to you the Fiverr seller levels. When you first start selling on Fiverr, you are considered a new seller. Then you level up to level 1, and after that you level up to level 2. The difference is mainly that at level 1 and level 2 you can sell more services, or as they're called on Fiverr, more gigs, and you can have more options in which you sell. Like you can sell for higher prices, you can have more upsells, etc. But what's really important when you're a new seller to understand that you can create up to 7 gigs. And you see, every service has only a little bit of upsells that are possible. They're called gig extras. Here it says add 2 extra services per gig. So you might offer some SEO service as the main service, and then maybe you can upsell like an ebook and another secondary service, but not a third and a fourth. To upsell a third and a fourth, you need to become a level 1 seller. Now, here's the very important thing to understand. One of the core criteria to become a level 1 seller is that you're an active seller for 60 days, which means that if you create a seller account today, you only have to wait 60 days. If you create one tomorrow, you have to wait 61 days from now. So right now, today, you have to make sure that you create your seller account so that you only have to wait a minimum of 60 days, because the other requirements are pretty easy, like earn $400 or more, complete 10 orders, and that's in 60 days. So if you're active on Fiverr and if you're trying hard, these are quite doable, but the time is something you have to wait. In the next video, I'm going to be walking you through exactly how to sign up to become a seller. So make sure you do that absolutely today in order to minimize the amount of time that you're a new seller. You want to level up to level 1 seller as soon as possible. Level 1 is very, very good because you're able to have 10 active gigs, which means that you're able to sell 10 different services. And you may not think that you have that many services to sell, but I'm here to tell you that you do, because let's say, for example, you're doing some kind of SEO service. In SEO service, there's like keyword research, that's a service. Link building, that's a service. SEO coaching, that's a service. SEO site speed increase, that's a service. Not to mention that you can do SEO for dentist websites, SEO for social media websites, SEO for mobile apps. You see, so you can actually do many more services than you're allowed here, because you're only able to post 10 different services or 7 different services. And when you level up to level 2, you can have up to 20 different services. You see, create 20 gigs. And sometimes that's not enough if you're really active, because imagine if you do SEO for dentists, for roofers, for home repair, and then you quickly run out of jobs. Now, why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you just say SEO for everybody? Because when you have in your gig SEO for roofers and somebody searches for SEO for roofers or dentists, you appear number 1 or close to number 1, because you're almost not competing with anybody else. Whereas if you start to compete on a keyword like SEO, where there's thousands upon thousands of sellers on Fiverr who sell SEO services, and it's going to be extraordinarily hard for you to compete. So those what's called long tail searches, the specific searches, that's where you're going to get your early sales from, and it's one of the ways your profile can grow. Now, the other requirements to achieve level 1 seller level are not that difficult. And throughout the course, I'll be walking you through exactly how to make sure that you do all of these really well. What's challenging is that to become level 2, first you have to be on Fiverr for 120 days as a seller, complete 50 orders, and then earn $2,000 or more, which is a little harder than that requirement for $400 at level 1. It's still not too terrible, but it's not that easy. Now you might wonder, well, how do I become a top-rated seller? And this is something that the Fiverr team individually picks. It's not something you have full control over. Here it says our editorial team manually reviews your performance every 60 days, and they see, are you doing extraordinarily well? If you are, they'll choose you. But level 2 is quite attainable, and that's where you want to get to. So now that you understand the importance of leveling up, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to sign up to be a new seller so you can start that countdown of only being a new seller for 60 days until you become level 1.